Welcome back, CSE 235 to ex6, and this will be year drop-down, and this will be another quick exercise, and you'll be able to fork this one, so make sure you do ex5 first with all these states. So I'm going to go through doing this, and then I'm going to give you a little challenge to reverse it. So, and it should be really easy to do. So let's just fork this so that we don't have to rewrite a lot of different code for this. Because remember, we have our drop-down here, and what we're going to do is we're just going to change this to be choose year born, or year of birth, whatever, something like that. So let's fork this. Let's go here, little three dots, fork it, and just call it ex6. And we'll just say year drop down, and that's good enough, year drop down. And now it's forked. Now I'm going to get rid of this one that had the states, and you can open it up in a new tab if you want. And what you'll do here is label for, we'll just put label for, we'll call it year, and choose year born. So we'll change the HTML first, year born, and then select year, and then the ID will be year. So we'll do that. Easy enough. Choose year born. Now we don't have anything in here yet because we're going to generate that dynamically. And when you generate something dynamically, you do it through JavaScript. So we're going to go over here. Now we don't need this. Delete. Don't need that. You could comment it out or something. Now, we're getting errors here already, probably because it's looking for some of the stuff that we don't have. Now, we're not using states. We're using year, but we're not making array. So you could do something like this. You could just start at less than, 1920. Think how old would somebody be? 100 years old or something? You could start at 120 and go like that. Start with a date like that. Year born. Maybe somebody's born in 1920. I don't know. That would be pretty. I guess it could be 105 and filling out some form, or you could start it with 30. Whatever you want. Now we're already making some mistakes here, but that's okay. Now let year, and you'll see what I mean. Now we don't have an array here, so the year is just going to be what? I. That's just going to be the year. Because it's generating these numbers. We're not going from an array. So it's just going to be I. And then we could say let option equal. Now we're still going to create a element option. And we're going to still do option value equals year. And option inner HTML equals year. Now, obviously I made a mistake here. And append child option get element by ID state. Let's just check this. The ID of name is year, so we're not going to use state here. And let's see what happens. 0 up to, oh wow, it's going 0 to, it's going forever. It's going 0 up to 1920 or 1930 or 29 because it's less than. We don't want that. So we don't want to start at 0. We want to start at 1930, and we want to end at like 20, less than 2020 or something. Think about how old. If it's 2023, is a 3-year-old going to be using this? Probably not. So let's just put 2020. So this will be our range here, starting at 1930 and going to 2020, and let's see what happens. It looks a little better. And then it's going all the way up to 2019 if you want to go up or put less than or equals to. That way it should go to 2020. And again, if you go here and you refresh it and you want to look at your code of what's getting generated, go into body, go into the little dots here. That's what's getting generated. So that's working. So that's pretty easy. That's a lot easier than using an array. That's all you really have to do. That was pretty easy. So for your challenge, now this is an easy challenge. But for your challenge of whatever your next challenge is, challenge 4 or something, I'll see whatever number it is. For your next challenge, what I want you to do, instead of starting at 1930, I want you to start at 2020 and go backwards. Well, how would you do that? Well, that's your challenge, so do that. So for your challenge, you're just going to change this, and you could even do this. If you want to do this, you can even just copy this. So you have your original one there, and then you can comment this out, however you do that. And again, I did that with the shortcut. If you're having problems with the shortcut, you could use the multi-line comment, which is a /*. And then at the end of this one, do a asterisk slash, and then do your new one here. That'll still update to it. This will be commented out. So for your challenge, you're just going to go reverse order. Start at 2020 and go down to 1930. That's your next challenge, which I believe is challenge 4. So that's ex6 and that's challenge 4.